All right, good morning, everyone. As I stated already in Dojo, we are actually moving from our paper-based work and going strictly into digital work from now on in the following weeks. So today, and what I'll be doing every day is just showing you guys just a little snippet of what to expect when your child gets on this certain level of Zern. Just kind of going through maybe some things that they may not understand, and also to help you guide them through the exercise as well. So when we look at this, in order for a student to actually earn that digital lesson, they have to be on something called the Tower of Power. You'll know it's the Tower of Power when the headings are in purple, and they have this tiny symbol up here that shows like a little tower. So today we're going over Mission 6, Lesson 7, where we'll be actually using data to put data on a line plot. Something else I want to point out is that on Zern, you have the capability to actually listen to what the problem is asking by clicking on buttons that look like this. So if you click on it,
the line plot shows how many movies different students watched this winter. Use the line plot to answer the question.
So that way, if your child is unclear about what the question says, they can actually click on the button to hear it.
How many students watched exactly 13 movies this winter?
So as we're looking at our line plot and our data, there are several things that are included in the data. We can see that there is a title. We can also see that there is a key. And there's a label at the bottom to show us what those numbers on our line plot actually represent. So our title is number of movies watched this winter. The key is X equals 1 student. Each X equals 1 student. And then the label at the bottom represents the number of movies these students have watched. So if we look at the bottom, our assignment is to figure out how many students watched 13 movies this winter. So for this example, I would need to find 13 on our number line and figure out how many students watched 13 movies this winter. Go ahead and give it a try. Great. If I look here, where it says 13 on our number line, here we go, where it says 13 on our number line, I can see that there are 2 students that watched 13 movies this winter. All right, now let's see if we're right. Great, so we got it right. So let's go on to the next page. So this is the same concept here, except now instead of seeing whole numbers on our number line, now we see our fractions on a number line. So it says the line plot shows the heights of action figures in Mark's collection. How many action figures are at least 1 2/4 inches tall? So again, we have our title. We have our key, which says 1x equals 1 action figure. We know that our inches are labeled at the bottom, and our title tells us that the data shows us the heights of action figures. So we need to know at least. That word at least tells us that we are looking for a measurement that is 1 2/4 and more. So 1 2/4 and more. So we're looking for action figures that are that measurement and actually taller than that measurement. So if we look at the data, I want you to count all of the action figures that are at least 1 2/4 tall and taller. Great. If I count through those measurements, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Action figures are at least 1 2/4 inches tall. Great. Now, as you progress to this Tower of Power, you'll notice that the bar, every time one question or one activity is correct, that these bars here become shaded. Once they get up to the top and finish this lesson, once they get to the top, that means that they're actually completed with the entire lesson, and then they can move on to the next lesson. So our goal is that we complete 4 lessons per week. I will be putting these in as participation grades, so shout out to those students who are already on it and completing their digital lessons. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about any of the activities. I'll also be checking in to see, because I can also see which students are actually struggling with the work, so I'll also be checking in with you all to provide support in that way. So yeah, please give me a call, text me, or send me a message on Dojo.